I will share my screen.
अरे प्रियंका दी वही 9 to 12 अच्छे से करेंगे तो मतलब उसमें से मोस्ट ऑफ इट आ जाएगा. बाकी क्विज 2 और पीवाईक्यू शुड बी इनफ फॉर अस टू गो थ्रू.
Let us hope.
Okay. I
Let's see.
hope my screen is visible to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Lalit, you are planning to do MTech also, is it?
Yes. Yes.
आपको परमिशन नहीं लेना पड़ता है?
नहीं, not for these. Permission for higher studies is granted.
हाँ, अच्छा.
So
हमारे ऑफिस में तो बहुत पंगा है, वो लोग देते ही नहीं है एक्चुअली.
in our field, for higher studies, there is no problem till the time you are doing your job.
अच्छा.
Okay, I would also like to know about this MTech, but after the session. Yeah. I'm also. I mean, my BS is also getting completed this term.
Okay.
It's just another revenue optimizing
Yes,
technique.
yes.
Yeah, I
It is
understand that.
I think job delaying tactics because they are not able to give
And the
jobs
best
to
part
people.
about is placement policy in MTech is you will get the same placement as IIT and BST, not IIT Madras. like, मजाक चल रहा है इसके लिए पैसे थोड़ी देखूंगा मैं. इससे better if you have time, just go for PhD in some specified field that you like. I believe if you have time.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
that is
you're right.
much better. You're right.
Yeah. So anyway, let's start, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Just hold on. I'm just opening. It's 24. Okay. So, good evening, friends, and welcome to this revision session for the end term quiz of game theory. And the agenda for today is to solve basically the PYQ questions, and thereafter we will revise the main concepts of week 9 to week 12. And in that, what we will do, we will take on the GA questions, which are difficult, and solve them. While doing so, we will have the discussion on the concepts also. So this is a question from PYQ. Calculate the Shapley value of the following game. They are given three-player game. Values are given, and how to solve this question is to make an order. So what you do, you make an order that how the players will come and what are their marginal contributions. So it is like we make 1, 2, 3. Then the orders, they can be 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, and 3, 2, 1. So first we see, for example, first pair 1, this order, 1, 2, 3. So the value of 1 alone is 6. We can check from here. And now how to find this value? This is like now the second player has come and the value has become 12. So value of 2 is 6. And now the third player comes. So his value marginal contribution is 48 minus 12. So this is 36. Similarly, we do like, for example, 1, 3, 2.
Just 1 second, Laliji.
Yes.
Here we have done minus 12 because it is 6 plus 6, not
Yes.
because it is V12. Correct? No?
This is V12. So 1 was alone, 2 came, the value became 12. And one value was 6. Therefore, value of 2 here, marginal contribution
Understood.
of 2
Understood. Okay.
is 12
Understood.
minus 6 is equal to 6.
Understood.
Okay.
So basically V12 minus V1. That's
V1.
all.
Yes, marginal contribution.
Yeah.
Okay, similarly, we do for like 1, 3, 2. So one value is 6. When 3 comes, the value again becomes 12. So 3 is, well, marginal contribution is also 6, and we get 36. Now, this is an interesting thing, 2, 1, 3. Value of 2 alone is 12. When 1 comes, then also value remains 12. So marginal contribution of 1 is 0. So after doing all this for all the combinations, we find the total value. For example, we get 54, 108, 126. And then we divide by number of these occurrences. So they are 6. So we divide by 6, we get 9, 18, and 21. Unfortunately, in the PYQ, answer is wrong of this question. They have given a incorrect. So this is the way how do we solve this question. Any doubt in this? Any question?
Thoda sa, can we go a bit detail into the steps, especially for the second one, for the 1 to 1, 3, 2?
Okay. So what we'll do, we solve them one by one. Okay.
At least one example, yeah.
Just 1 second
So what
before
we'll
we go
do,
into
first of all,
details. Laliji, just 1 second. So the question that they are asking will be some 3 questions on this. What is the value of S1? What is the value of S2? What is the value of S3? Right now?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Please
Okay.
continue.
So now how do we approach like 1, 2, 3? Now one value is 6, so we write like a 1, 3, 2. Value of 1 is 6. So now 2 comes, the value becomes 12. So this becomes 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. Now 3 comes, so this will become 48 minus 12 is 36. Here 1, 3 value is also 12. So this also become 12 minus 6 is equal to 6. And this also become 36. Now we go to 2, 1, 3 and 2, 3, 1. So we first of all write the values of 2. So 2 value is 12. Yes. So now we have
यहाँ पे
written down the value
so
of 2. Yes.
yeah,
Hello.
so
हाँ राहुल.
now we'll fill the columns by the numbers in the order, right? So 1, 3, 2 if it's there, so we'll
Yes.
fill 1 first, then we'll go to 3. We'll do 3 by
Yes.
1 comma 3, so that 1 comma 3 is
Yes.
12, so 3 will get 12 minus 6 is 6, and then if it is 2, so that
Yes.
will be 1, 2, 3 minus 12, is it?
Yes.
I
Yes.
think 1, 2, 3 minus 12. Yeah, okay, so order wise we'll fill it
Yeah.
in. Fine.
Yes. Yes. So now
ललित जी आपका आवाज गया.
comes second first, his value is 12. Now 1 comes, the value becomes value of 1, 2 is 12. So value
Today there is some, I think,
of 1.
slight
Hello, am I
disturbance. I
audible?
think some lag is there.
Rahul, am I audible? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So this becomes like a 0, for example, and this becomes 48 minus 12 is 36. Now in this 2, 3 is 24. So 1, 3 comes, so this will become 24 minus 12 is 12. And this will become 48 minus 24 is 24. 3 values 18, we write down 18 and 18. Now 1 comes, value of 1, 3 is 12. So here the value of 1 is in negative, minus 6. Is that okay?
Yeah, 18 minus 12 minus
And
6.
now, yes, and here it will become value of 1, 3 is 12. So value of 12 will become 48 minus 12 is 36. Similarly, when we come to 3, 2, this will become 24 minus 18, 6, and this will become 24. And now we'll do addition of that. So 6, 6 will directly cancel 24 plus 6, 30 plus 24, 54. This is 42, 54, 66 plus 36, 102 and 108. This will become 36 plus 6, 42, 42 plus 36, 78 plus 12, 90, 90 plus 36 is 126. And we divide by now by the numbers. So how many numbers were there? Occurrence is 6. So this how we get the
Number of
Shapley
orders.
value. So 9. Yes. 6 1 just 6. 6 8 just 40. The Shapley value we solve like this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this we have done the question. The second question is about the coalition, like when we dissolve a coalition. So they have given, so we don't have to go entire onto this. We should focus only on this part. Okay. And we have to understand what is the question. So they are liquidating, and we have to find how this values will be allotted now to all the partners. So this is also from week 12 question. So the mean is like this. Is 20, 2 is 30, 3 is 10, 1, 2 is 40, 1, 3 is 0, 2, 3 is 30, 1, 2, 3 is 60, and value of 5 is this. So when you dissolve a business or enterprise, how to allocate this enterprise, okay, this 60 which is there, we have to divide in these 3 partners. So how to do that? It is very easy, and again mechanically stepwise. So we write here, for example, 1, 2, 3, this is the allotment. And here we can write V1, V2, V3, V12, V13, V23, and V123. So we start here with the starting. So V1 is 20, V2 is 30, V3 is 10, 12 is 40, 13 is 0, 23 is 0, sorry, 23 is 30, and 1, 2, 1, 3, 0, and V1, 2, 3 is 60. And here is blank. Now nobody is having individual. So what do we do? First of all, we start removing members individually. So first step, remove 1. So when you remove 1, give V1 value is equal to 20 to 1
मुझे पता नहीं
and
मेरा
subtract
सेशन चल रहा है, मुझे टाइम लगेगा, आप लोग खा लो खाना।
value of 1 from
नहीं,
all
मेरे को हो
collisions
जाएगा, आप खा लो।
where 1 is there. 1 is there. So what we are doing, we are removing 1, we are giving V1 value 20 to 1. So 1 gets 20, rest
Sure.
everybody gets 0. And you remove 1 value from all the collisions where 1 is there. So here V1 becomes 0, V2 remains 30.
30, 10.
Because V1 is a collision, we have removed him. Okay.
Yeah.
V12 collision is there, so it will become 40 minus 20 is 20.
20.
This will come V13, this will come minus 20. 23, no effect of V1, and here it will become 40. Is that okay?
Yeah. So
Now
one
the-
thing to note here, whenever we are removing one of the people, so उनका
Yeah.
जो payoff वगैरह है वो उनको provide कर देंगे, right?
Yes. So we provide the payoff,
Right.
and then we remove his value from all the collisions,
All the collisions.
wherever he was present.
Okay.
Okay.
ये तो
Now
GA
we
12 वाला जो परसों कर रहे थे, I think.
हाँ, ये PYQ है, same type question है.
Same question. Okay.
Okay. Now what you do? Now you remove 2, for example. So we remove 2. So 2 will become 0. 3 remains 10. Now 1, 2 which is there, it will become minus 10. This remains minus 20. This becomes 10. And this becomes 10. Is that okay? And
Yeah.
2 gets how much? 30.
30.
Okay. Now we come to third step. We remove 3. So this becomes 0, this becomes 0, this becomes 0. Now 1, 2, no effect, minus 10. This will become minus 20, minus 10. So this will become minus 30. This will become 10 minus 10, 0. This will become 10 minus 10, 0.
0.
And third, this guy has got how much? 10. Okay. Now after this, once we have removed these 3 individuals, now we start removing the pairs. So remove this pair, 1, 2. So 1, 2, when you remove, so this is 1, 2. So half 1 will get and half 2 will get. And you remove all the values where 1, 2 is there. So this remains 0, this becomes 0, this becomes 0, this becomes 0. This remains minus 30, this is 30. Now this will become how much?
Plus
0, 0 minus plus 10. So this will become plus 10. Is that okay?
Yeah. All good.
Okay. So this was 1, 2. Then
For
fifth,
V13, it
Yes.
will stay as minus 30.
because V12 there was no effect of V12 on V13.
Okay, so only when they occur in pair, that is when we subtract. It's not like
Yes.
since 1 is there, we can subtract minus 5.
No,
or something.
no.
Okay.
So that's why we have done individual first, then pairs.
Yeah.
Okay, now we come to V13. So V13, this becomes 0, 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 and this will become 40.
40.
And this was V13. So minus 15, 1 and 3 will get. Is that okay? Now we come to
Yes.
the last step. 2, 3. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And 2, 3 had already become 0. So there is no effect here. So let's check. I think somewhere we have made some error in the calculation. So we can check. So we started V1 20, V2 30, V3 10, V1 2 40, V1 30, V2 330, V1 2 360. This is correct. We removed 1. So 0, 30, 10 is okay. 40 minus 20 is, this is okay. 1, 3 we removed, we got minus 20 is okay. 30 is okay. 60 minus 20, this is okay. And the allocation is okay. Second, we go to remove 2. So remove 2, this becomes 0, 0. And 30 we will remove from this 1, 2. So this becomes minus 10. This remains minus 20, no effect. This becomes 30 minus 20. So this is also okay. Then 0, 0 minus 10 minus 30, V3. And 0, 0, 10 again we removed. This becomes 0. Then minus 30 we got.
ललित जी,
हाँ जी.
जस्ट जब 2 3 हमने -10 किया तो 2 3 में से भी वी शुड हैव डिलीटेड -10, नो?
यस, 2 3 का भी हमने लिखा नहीं. 2 3 की वैल्यू थी हमारी माइनस 30 थी. So
No,
minus
no, sorry,
15
ulta,
minus.
ulta, sorry. V3, when we did V3, that time from 2 3 we should have deleted, na? How much was it? 10. So it will become -10, no, actually.
Which
Because
one?
V23 में से, when we first delete V2, which is 30,
हाँ हाँ.
नहीं,
नहीं नहीं, एक काम करते हैं, इसको फिर से करेंगे.
हाँ,
जब क्या
वो
when
इसमें
we
थोड़ा एरर आता है, मेरे भी
no
नहीं
no
एरर आ रहा है.
see, I tell you, when we remove the pairs, so single correlation, it does not get affected.
No, that is fine. But when we remove singletons, at
Yes.
that time the pairs also get affected, no?
Yes, that time they will get affected.
हाँ, वो
definitely.
उसमें ही मुझे लग रहा है आपको V23 में V2 will also affect and V3 will also affect.
Okay, so
So
एक बार फिर इसको
-10 हमको मिलना चाहिए उधर.
हाँ फिर से कर लेते हैं, है ना? इट्स सिंपल मैथमेटिक्स. सो वी विल राइट डाउन फर्स्ट, ठीक है? फिर से V1, V2, V3, V12, V13, V23, V123, and here we write the allocation 1, 2, and 3. So 20, 30, 10, 40, 0, 30, and 60 allocation is 0. Remove 1. For example, I am writing here. So 1 value is 20. This becomes 0. This remains 30. This remains 10. This becomes 40 minus 20 is 20. This remains 0. This becomes 10.
नहीं, ये 0 क्यों रहेगा? इसमें -20 क्यों नहीं आएगा?
Yes. You're right. Minus 20. Minus 20. V23 remains 30. This remains here now 40, and 1 will get here 20. Is that okay?
Yes.
Now we come to 2. 0, 0, 10, 1, 2. This becomes 20 minus 30 minus 10. Now 2 does not get affect this one. This will become 0, and this will become 10, and 2 will get almost 30. Is that okay?
Yes.
See, 0, 0, 0, 10. 1, 2 does not get affected. 1, 3 gets affected, so this becomes minus 30. 2, 3 also gets affected. This becomes minus 10. This becomes 0. And this becomes how much? 10.
0, 0, 10. Yeah.
Now we come to 1, 2 now. 1, 2, 0, 0, 0. 1, 2 is minus 10. So 1 will get minus 5. 2 will get minus 5. This becomes 0, 0. This remains same, minus 30, minus 10. But 1, 2 is here. So this will become 0 minus minus 10, 10. Now we come to fifth step. 1, 3. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is 1, 3. So minus 15 and minus 15. This remains same, and this will become 10 minus minus 30 is 40. Is that okay?
Yes.
Now we come to sixth step. 2, 3. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This becomes 0. This becomes 50, and this is minus 10. So 2 and 3 will get 5. Minus 5. He will get minus 5. This is 0. Now this last which is 50, which is there. Now you do 1, 2, 3. So you remove 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And this 50 gets divided in all. So this will become 50 by 3, 50 by 3, 50 by 3. and you add these, so you will get the allocations for these players, dissolution. So this becomes 20 minus 20, 0. 50 divided by 3 is 16.67. This becomes 30 minus 20, 10, 20, 20 plus 50 by 3. So 20, 110 by 3.
36.67.
Yeah. And this again, this will become 50 by 3 minus 10.
6.67.
6.67. So final, the answer which is there, summation of that again should be 60, which is there. Okay. So steps are simple. Okay, we remove major, then pairs, okay, then 1, 2, 3. Shall we go to next question?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, identifying a null player. This is an interesting question and काफी इस पे आज वो भी हुआ था. Some insights we got. So how to identify a null player? First of all, the null player in any game, we will start with a player which value is lowest. So in this case, for example, we see number player 4, v1 is equal to v2 is equal to 0, v3 is equal to v4 is equal to 1. How many null players are there in this game? So we will check one by one. For example, what is a null player? Null player is a player that if you remove him from all the collisions, the value of collision does not change. For example, if I'm checking for one, if I check, then value of 1, 2, 3, 4 should be equal to value of 2, 3, 4. Is that okay? Value of 1, 2, 3 should be equal to value of 2, 3. Value of 1, 2, 4 should be equal to value of 2, 4. And where again 1 is there, value of 1, 3, 4 should be equal to value of 3, 4. Now come to two pairs. Value of 1, 2 should be equal to of value of 2. Value of 1, 3 should be equal to value of 3. Value of 1, 4 should be equal to value of 4. So to check for 1, you check these conditions. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is 2. 2, 3, 4 is 2. So this condition is met. And all these conditions have to be met. In case any one condition is not getting met, then he is not a null player.
Acha, we'll have to check for all the 4 players, huh?
All the 4 players. So one by one, we can check that. But again, there is a hack to it, how to solve it, how to find. So let's check for 1. So value of 1, 2, 3, 4 we have checked. Value of 1, 2, 3 is 1. Value of 2, 3 is also 1. So this is also met. 1, 2, 4 is 1. This is 1. 2, 4 is 1. 1, 3, 4 is 2. Value of 3, 4 is 2. So this is also met. Value of 1, 2 is 0. Value of 2 is 0. So this is also met. Value of 1, 3 is 1. Value of 3 is 1. So this is met. Value of 1, 4 is 1. Value of 4 is 1. So all conditions are met. So 1 is a null player. Null player. Now similarly, when we check for 2, we will also get the same thing. Now, how to check whether somebody is a null player or not? So check the conditions where the values are differing. For example, here is value 1, 2 is 0. And value of 3, 4 is equal to 2. Rest of all of them, they are 1, 1, 1. So check while for 3, 2 will get the same symmetry. So value 1 and 2 are the null players. Now while checking for 3, check for this 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is it equal to value of 1, 2? So see 1, 2, 3 is 1, whereas value of 1, 2 is 0. So straight away by checking only one condition, we have identified that 3 is not a null player.
Acha.
Okay. Similarly, we can do for 4. But its follow-on question is very interesting. Follow-on question is, following question is that if we change the value of 2 to 2,
Mhm.
then player 1, 2 are no more null players. Okay. So these are the conditions. Okay, there is a single pair of symmetric players in this game. So if you will check, then you will find that 1 and 2 are symmetric and 3 and 4 are also symmetric. So there are two pairs of symmetry. If we
Yeah,
change
what do you
the
mean symmetric players?
symmetric players are the players. Just hold on.
I believe symmetric वही है कि
Symmetric players are the players. If you interchange them amongst them, then the value of all the collections it remains same.
अच्छा
For
अच्छा.
example, value of 1, 2 is equal to value of 3, 2 if 1 and 3 are symmetric.
Understood.
Okay. Now in this, if we change the value of 2 to, for example, 2, then you can see the effect will be, I'll just, if we change value of 2 is equal to 2, then we can say that value when we checked for 1, value of 1, 2 should be equal to of value of 2 if 1 is a null player, is a null player. But now value of 1, 2 is 0, but value of 2 is 2. So
Yes.
straight away your 1 which is there is not a null player.
Yes.
Okay.
इसमें couple of calculations only we check तो हो जाएगा, जल्दी हो जाएगा ये.
जल्दी हो जाएगा, बहुत जल्दी हो जाएगा. जस्ट हैक करके ना इसको पूरा. इसमें बस एक कैच ये आया था कि when you change the value of number player 2 is equal to 2, 1 does not remain a null player. He's not a null. But 2 who's there, then he remains a null player. You can check all the conditions and 2 will always be a null player.
Acha, so you can have a doubt in this type of question.
Yes. So that's why they have checked that player 1, 2 are no more longer null players. So 2 remains a null player, 1 does not remain. That's why this condition is correct.
But we are asked to check the pair is null or not, right?
Yes.
अच्छा, symmetricity check करने के लिए क्या करेंगे? How to
symmetric
approach?
Okay. So what do you do for the symmetry? You have got combinations 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. These are the ones.
Okay.
So if you are checking for 1, so you start first of all from top. 1 and 2 we are checking. So remove any combination where both of them are there. They can be checked only here, only in this. So if value of 1, 3, 4 is equal to value of 2, 3, 4, then 1 and 2 are potential symmetric. Okay, so first condition is met. Now you come to pairs. So where pairs are there, 1, 3, 1, 4. So 1, 3 has to be equal to value of 2, 3. And it has to be equal to value of 2, 4. Then only symmetric.
Yes,
so
yes.
This is again symmetric. Third is
Okay,
that.
so just 1 second. So we have to check only where they are pairing up with some other partner.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is the mandatory condition for symmetry.
Okay.
So if their values are not same, then they are not symmetric. Simple as.
Understood.
Okay.
अच्छा, जब इन लोगों ने V2 को 2 कर दिया वो क्वेश्चन में, so it automatically becomes non-symmetric, no?
No, 2 is not symmetric with 1. Yes, definitely. But he will not be.
That was a general question, not related to after the change.
Yes.
Okay.
But he will be a null player.
Okay.
Okay, now this question is on.
He will not be.
Yes.
Not be.
So this is question like our conditional probability. अपना base theorem के that we have done.
Yes.
So we can solve it just to refresh it. So he is asking that a machine can be in two possible states, either good or bad. If it is in a good state, then 90% of the times, 90% and 10% will be bad. An item produced by the machine is defective 1% of the time if it is good. So यहाँ पे 1% is defective, and 10% of the times when it is bad. Based on the above data, answer the given questions. What is the probability that item is being defective? So probability of being defective will become 0.01 into 0.9 plus 0.1 into 0.1. Is that okay?
Yes.
This probability and this probability.
0001001
हाँ, ये 1% था ना यहाँ पर एक.
Yes.
1%. And the second question is, what is the probability that the machine is good if it is defective? So again, this is a Bayes theorem.
Bayes theorem, yeah.
So this is probability of good oblique defective is equal to probability of defective over good into probability of good divided by probability of defective. Probability of defective we have already calculated from here, and good and defective is 0.01. Probability of good is 0.9 divided by 0.01 into 0.9 plus 0.1 into 0.1. So this will give us the answer. Bayes theorem ke short ke one question will come.
Yes.
And it is easy, no problem. Okay. So this is the same calculation. The answers are matching. Okay, this is a question for.
अच्छा, बेस पे यही दो क्वेश्चन थे.
Yes.
Okay.
Now the questions are of bidding. So this is about the auction part. Okay. So auction may I will cover here only that if it is a first price auction, then your optimal bid is always n by 1 minus divided into n into vi. This is the formula. For the second price auction, you always bid your real value. Okay. For pay all, your bid should be equal to n minus 1 over n vi to power n. And here the seller gets all bids payment. Okay. So the question is, there are 5 bidders with private valuations uniformly distributed between 0 and 1 participating in a sealed bid first price. So these are the ones secure. There are 5 bidders, n is equal to 5. This is a first price auction. Assuming that everybody is playing the symmetric equilibrium, then optimal bid, what will be the optimal bid whose valuation is 0.6. So straight away it comes from the formula n minus 1 divided by n into vi. So 5 minus 1 into 5 into 0.6. 4 by 5 into 0.6. This will get the answer. The expected revenue of the seller in this auction scenario will be what?
Same only.
Huh?
Whosoever has bid 1. So we can have 1 into 4 by 5. 4 by 5 should be the answer.
4 by 5. Okay. How it will come?
Because your maximum possible this thing is 1, na?
Yes, between 0 and 1.
So maximum bid possible is 1. So that is the maximum value possible. So the person will bid 4 by 5 into 1, and that is the thing that he will get.
Okay, 0.8.
0.8.
Yeah.
उतना ही आंसर है क्या?
हाँ.
Is that the answer?
Expected एक हमने कवर किया था ना कि expected जो expected है ये वाला. So there is a theorem which says that in all the scenarios the revenue will always be n minus 1 into n plus 1. Okay, so this is the question here. Okay, so this is 5 minus 1 divided by 5 plus 1.
So it does not depend upon the value that the person may quote.
Yes, expected revenue in all auctions. Expected revenue in all auctions. Remember this. If a question comes about the expected revenue, will be n minus 1 divided by n plus 1. And this is a expected.
Oh.
It is not actual. Okay.
Okay.
There was a question in the GA also
Yes, yes,
about
yes.
this. Okay. Okay. Now, this is a question from week 1 to 6. Okay? So, this is a question about domination. So, shall we do it okay, or we leave it?
Hello?
Huh?
Yeah.
ये तो
Am I audible? Hello?
national
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yeah, just a small confirmation. Like this expected revenue on seller, right? This is applicable irrespective of any auction type, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Acha, any auction type also, is it?
Any auction, any auction.
Acha, whether it is first,
Yes, yes.
this thing
First,
or
second, all
or-
pay, everything. Expected revenue of the seller is n minus 1 divided by n plus 1.
अच्छा ये n कहाँ से मिला?
N is the number of players.
number of players. He said
Number
the
of
number of
players.
auctioneers
Oh,
are
Number of, yes,
5.
bidders or
Five.
players. Okay.
अच्छा.
And when is the uniform distribution? When you know that it is from 0 to 1.
That's what. So that is important, na? That
Yes.
it should be 0 to 1.
It is 0 to 1.
Yeah. Correct.
If the uniform distribution is not there, then what it can be? The other cases.
Huh?
If it is not a
Then,
uniform distribution,
so this they have not covered in the lectures.
okay, then fine.
Okay.
No, see,
But
if it is not uniform,
but this value which is there 0 to 1, this is the highest value which of the valuation which we can consider. So if any item which is there, it can go to 1,000 rupees, for example, then his actual expected revenue will be like this: n minus 1 divided by n plus 1 into 1,000. Okay, Suraj.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Fine.
This is a simple question. Consider the following game: weakly domination and strongly domination. So what we understand by weakly domination and strongly, that strong means in all the scenarios he's dominating, and weak that he's equally dominating. So consider the following two statements: D is weakly dominated by U and QL is dominated by R. So how to check these dominations? We see first of all for D. So D is of this player. So we write only his values. So 1, 0, 0, 0. So see here, 1 is dominating, weakly dominated. So okay. So then this UD, he's dominating and he's dominated. Here both are equally dominating. So we can say that D is weakly dominated. Weakly dominated means that he's not dominated in all the scenarios. If this would have been 2 and 1, then it would have been that strongly dominated.
less than equal to वाला scene हो जाता है.
Yes, less than equal to. Okay, so here again, this statement is true that D is weakly dominated. Second is L is weakly dominated by R. So here we take the values of this player 2. So this is also 1, 0, 0, 0. This is L, this is R. And L, R, here L is weakly dominated by R. So L is not weakly dominated, he is dominating R. So this statement 2 which is there, it is wrong. Is that okay,
Also
Suraj?
ये row वाला check करेंगे because this
Which one? For this we check row.
Hmm.
So this we have taken 1, 0, 0, 0. So here we can take that R is weakly dominated, this is strongly dominated, and these are equally. So if the question would have been that R is weakly dominated by L, then it would have been true. Is that okay?
R is
Yeah, fine.
dominated by L. हाँ हाँ
है ना? Okay.
तब हो जाता है. Yeah.
Okay, so we have done this. We have done this also. Now we come to Nash equilibrium. Consider following two statements about this game and choose the correct statement. First, DR is a Nash equilibrium. So for Nash equilibrium, what we do? First, we check for player 1 and then we check for player 2. So for player 1, 1 is the highest value here, and 0, 0 is both. Now we check for 2, 1 is dominating here, and 0, 0 is dominating here. So we get two Nash equilibriums. So UL is also Nash equilibrium, and DR is also Nash equilibrium. So DR is a Nash equilibrium. This is true. Elimination of weakly dominated strategies also eliminates DR and Nash equilibrium. So elimination of weakly dominated. So we had seen that D was a weakly dominated strategy for 1. So we eliminate this. Hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, and then we eliminate weakly dominated strategy of 2. So DR will get eliminated here.
DR, huh? Yeah.
So
Yes.
this statement 2 is also correct, that elimination of weakly dominated also eliminates DR. Okay.
अच्छा, one क्या था? DR is a Nash equilibrium.
Yes.
DR was a Nash equilibrium. Yes.
And elimination of weakly dominated strategies also eliminate DR. So this is from week 1 to 6 concepts. Okay. Now we come to this concept, okay, proposal 1.
This was the same they asked in quiz 2.
Yeah, this is the one with the choosy A or something.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Correct.
So whatever, we so let's revise that. So in the starting, what do we do? Women are ABC, men are ABCD. So first we write all the preferences. So for woman A, the preference is like ABCD.
ABCD.
For woman B is only A and C. For C is B, D, C. Similarly, now we write for ABCD. So for A, choice is only C.
Only C.
B is B,
C,
A. C is B, A.
B, A.
And D will go to C, A, B. So what happens when the woman proposes? So woman is proposing, it means we will write A, B, C, D here, man. So A, C, A is the first choice of whom? A. Also B. B is not the first choice of anyone, so nobody will propose to him. For C, anybody is making a...
No, for B we have C, no?
C, na? C.
B we have C.
C, cap C is there.
Yeah, we have.
Where?
Cap C. First one.
Just hold on.
See, cap C is going to propose to B.
See, A, okay. Just see here. These are the women and they are the preferences.
Correct. So C will
so
C
A
has
so A will propose her first choice. A. B will propose her first choice. B. C will propose her first choice. B. Okay. Sorry. Now what happens here? Now AB, now we check AB, who A will select. So A will not select anyone. So he will...
A doesn't need AB, so they'll go in the next iteration.
So now A will go to whom? A will go to B. So here A will come to C, and where B will go to C. Is that okay?
Yep.
Now AC for B, in the B, A and C, he will select C, he will reject A. So A will now go to C.
A will now go to C, yeah.
Now here C will reject A.
C.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Agree.
Okay. And now A will go to where? A will go to D. So we are left with, sorry, here was
B,
C.
no? For
और
C, it will be B.
तीसरा B कीजिए, third column.
Third column is B, and this is blank. So these are the choices we get. Okay.
Correct.
अब इसको उल्टा करके एक बार कर लें क्या?
मैंने शायद एग्जाम में उल्टा वाला ही किया था, बट
Why, Rahul? Why?
आई डोंट नो, फिर भी आ गया था आंसर.
Oh, nice.
But you get different answers, पता है?
हाँ, बच गया फिर मैं तो.
हाँ, so I like solve it here only. So चलो इसका कर लेते हैं. So we write के for example now there are 3 women A, B, C. Now
we are doing men proposing, है ना?
man proposing. ठीक है. So C, A will propose to C.
Yeah.
B will propose to B. C will also propose to B. D will also propose to C. Nobody is proposing to A. This BC, B will go. So she will decline it. This C guy. So C will go where now? C will go here. B.
Wait. C क्यों?
No. C, B will decline B. She doesn't like B at all.
Okay.
Capital B का तो
Capital
small
B,
नहीं
na?
चाहिए.
Yes. So here it was what again? B who was getting proposed? B and C.
B C था, हाँ.
हाँ, तो C को वो लाइक करती है. She declines B. C will decline क्या? What क्या?
B का क्या है? A D. A को decline करेगा.
A decline. So A will now go to C. A के पास कोई choice ही नहीं है, तो A will not go anywhere. So A को we can remove. B will go to C. Is that okay?
Wait. B का first choice
For
था
C, it
capital.
is D, na?
हाँ.
Yeah.
C
Now
plus-
perfect. Yeah.
हाँ.
अब
Now for C, B and D, she will decline D now.
Yeah.
Now D will go to A.
A.
And this is the solution. So here we get a different.
Yes.
From here we got A0, B, C, C, B.
तो राहुल तुमने ठीक ही किया होगा एग्जाम में, अदरवाइज यू कांट गेट करेक्ट आंसर्स.
A,
ठीक ही किया था.
B, C, C, B. And we have to understand that these which we are getting, for example, if a woman is proposing, then the solution is optimal for woman. If
Yes.
man is proposing, then it is optimal for man.
Correct.
Okay. This.
That also makes sense literally as well. So
Yes. Okay. Now.
Is that why, Rahul, only men propose to ensure that it is always in their favor?
that can open a
मेरा
lot.
feminism जाग रहा है.
That can open a can of worms.
No, there are very good example in that mixed strategies.
Yes.
You remember that a girl wants to watch a movie.
Correct.
That is the best. That is the best scenario. Okay, this is a googly question slightly, and we will solve this question because this kind of question has not been covered in any of the weeks. So there are 3 firms that are considering entering a new market. The payoff of each firm that enters is 150 by n, where n is the number of firms that enter. The cost of entering is 62. So there are 3 firms. Cost is this. Benefit cost is 62. Benefit is 150 by n. How many pure strategy equilibriums are there in this question? So we have to check, for example, if 0 firm enters, then net benefit is 0 for all the 3 firms and cost is also 0. So this becomes one of the equilibrium. If one firm enters, the payoff is 150 by 1 minus 62, 88. So he will enter. So this is also one of the equilibrium. If 2 firms they enter, then the payoff is 150 by 2, 75 minus 62 is 13 each. So this is also a possible scenario equilibrium. But if the 3 firms enter, then the payoff is minus 12. So this nobody would like to enter in the market. Is that okay?
Yes,
so these are the 3 possible pure strategy equilibriums, that either 0 or 1 player or two players in the market.
Understood.
So
Understood.
this is okay. Okay. Now, in the following question is the googly one. There is a symmetric mixed strategy equilibrium where all three players enter with the same probability. So they are saying that they are having a mixed strategy equilibrium or mixed strategy where the all three players will enter with the same probability. So first of all, we see that these are the payoffs. We have seen already that payoff one firm is 88, two is 13, payoff three firms is minus 12. So remember, in a mixed strategy Nash equilibrium, a firm is indifferent between entering and not entering. And this happens when the expected payoff for entering equals the payoff for staying out. So staying out, his payoff was 0. So now if the three firms they enter, that amount has to be equal to 0. Then only the mixed strategy Nash equilibrium will happen. So what are the three scenarios? How the firms will enter? So for every firm entering, they have said that enter with the same probability P. So if the first firm enters, the probability of him entering is P, and second firm has not entering 1 minus P, and the third firm is not entering 1 minus P. So this is the only scenario for the first firm entering. So your total probability is P into 1 minus P square. Okay. Now consider that one firm has entered and now the second firm has to enter. So now second firm can enter out of two firms only. First firm has entered, remaining are 2 and 3, for example.
Yes.
So this probability will become, this is P and this is like a binomial. 2C1 P into 1 minus P. Okay, either he can enter or he can enter. So this becomes 2P square 1 minus P. The third firm enters. So in that case, there is no doubt that all P and P. So this becomes PQ. So now the payoffs we have to see. If one firm has entered, his payoff is 88.
Yes.
Second firm enters two firms, then the payoff is 13.
Yes.
And the third firm payoff is minus 12. So for equilibrium, 18 into one firm probability, 13 into two firm probability, and this is the third three firms probability. This is be equal to 0. So if you calculate this, so this will become equal to 0. And when you calculate, you get two answers. P, either P is equal to 11 by 5 or 4 by 5. Now P cannot be greater than 1. So this is rejected, and this is 4 by 5 is the correct answer. So this is one googly question, because this kind of question has never been discussed in any of the weeks.
नया नया लग रहा है.
हाँ, बिल्कुल ही नया लग रहा है एकदम. ये जंक्शन वाला तो बहुत इजी है.
हाँ, ये तो बहुत इजी है.
That we have done.
आर्क वाला ना.
हाँ, जो जंक्शन वाला केबल वाला.
Yes, yes, yes.
Arc. And similarly, this is also very easy.
What is there in this question? What do they want?
They want that this is, they have given this is the payoffs. Now they are saying that this game is split into 3 games below. So these are the 3 games. So first of all, what we have to do, first of all, this game we have to convert into this kind of picture.
Correct.
Okay, so this is the one player, this is second player, this is third player. These are the payoffs. This is the payoff of 1 and 2. This is the payoff.
Plus minus only we have to do.
This we have to just plus and minus. Okay. Okay, this is now, this is again from the Bayesian theorem and conditional probability. So this is also easy, sorry. So what they are saying, that suppose that you receive a piece of email whose subject line contains the phrase "check this out," a popular phrase. Based on just on this, without looking at the sender or message, what is the chance that the message is spam? Suppose that 40% of all your emails are spam and the remaining 60% are emails are non-spam. Suppose that 1% of all the spam messages, they contain this "check this out," while 0.4% of all spam messages contain this phrase. So What is the total probability of having the phrase check this out in subject line of an email? So
हाँ
this
ये तो
is
ठीक है. 0.4
easy.
into 0.001 plus
Yeah,
0.6 into 0.00.
yeah. And
Okay.
second part is also very easy, based on theorem again.
अच्छा same. अच्छा
Yeah.
2 questions on Bayesian, is it?
Yes.
Again the cable thing has come.
हाँ, cable thing. This is a separate PYQ. So from here, this is the यहाँ से ये.
The PY, अच्छा separate PYQ. We have there's only one PYQ ना.
But there were two, na, afternoon and forenoon. So
हाँ
there
अच्छा
was some
अच्छा
changes.
understood.
Yeah. So this question is easy. This question has got an error here. So this x which is there, x is not here. X should have been different. So this question we tried to solve. So this is not making any sense.
What they have given here based on the above sub questions.
Yeah. Okay.
If x
So
is greater than 1, how many NEs
so
in pure strategy does this game has?
see, if we consider in this situation only, they are saying that if x is greater than how many NEs? If x is less than 1, how many NEs? Okay, so we can consider both the scenarios.
Yeah.
So take x, for example, greater than 1. So take, for example, 3.
Okay.
Now, if this is 3, then also the second player, number 2 player, he will select 2, 1 because 1 is greater than 0.
Yes.
And here, 1 will select what? Okay, he will also select 2, 1.
Yes.
Therefore, in this case, your dr is the NE.
Yes.
Okay. Now, take the second scenario. When x is less than 1. So, x can be 0.
Correct.
Now, in this case
Again,
also,
he will choose
2
2,
will
1. Yeah.
select 2, 1 only, and he will
Yes.
also select 2, 1. So, in this
Correct.
case also, dr is a NE,
Correct.
unique NE.
Yes.
So there is a misprint case for me. The question should have been here 2x. And now you solve this question, it matches. So, for example, if it is says x is greater than 1. So, for example, this is 2, 3. So, in 2, 3, he will go here and he can select here. Now he will select dr. So, he will select
Yes.
2, 3. And this is greater than 1 will select dr only.
Correct.
Okay.
DL
No.
था ना पहले भी. DR नहीं था ना पहले भी.
पहले क्या था?
He will choose जो पहले what we were showing when you were telling it is wrong. He
That
will
time it
choose
was 2, 1.
DL, no, actually
Yes.
DL.
Yes.
So
That
now
time
DR. Now DR.
now dr. So we have saying 2x again.
X. Correct. If we
And
take 2, 3, then it becomes DR.
yes, 2, 3, and okay, then it becomes here. And if, for example, here x is less than 1, so this becomes 0. So this becomes 2, 1.
Correct. Then we
And
become DL.
dl. So, yeah. Okay, we come to this market game. So this is a seller. Seller one has a watch worth 2,000 rupees. He offers it to sale. Player 2 and 3 are two potential buyers who do not own a watch. The worth of watch is 2,800 for first player, player 2, 3,000 for the another player. Each buyer is interested, so find the values. Okay, V1, V2, V3. So consider that a V1 present value is 2,000, V2 is 0, V3 is 0. When first and second player they interact, so the second player will purchase for 2,800. The value is 2,800. For 3 it is 3,000. For 2, 3 is 0 because
Yes.
they both are buyers. And if all three interact, then the value is 3,000 because 3 will purchase the from 1. Okay.
तो इसमें क्वेश्चन क्या है?
V1, V2, V3, V4 ये निकालने के
अच्छा,
लिए.
so अच्छा, all these things he's asking.
Yes.
Okay. Understood.
Okay. Now this is a question from
Information क्या दिया हुआ है?
Information दे रखी है कि there is a seller.
Seller 1 whose worth is 2,000 and offer is worth
2,000. He has got a watch.
The worth of
There
the
are two
watch.
buyers. Buyer 1, buyer 2. For him, value is 2,800. For him, value is 3,000.
Hmm.
So individual values are 0 for them. When 1 and 2 will interact, then the value will become 2,800.
अच्छा, हम इंडिविजुअल वैल्यू जीरो क्यों बोल रहे हैं?
Only for the seller is 2,000. उसके
अच्छा,
से क्या?
इंडिविजुअल वैल्यू बिकॉज जिसके पास घड़ी है उसके पास ही वैल्यू है.
हाँ, बाकी के पास तो there is no value.
नो वैल्यू.
Now 1 and 2 interact. One buyer 1 purchases from seller, so his value is 2,800. 1 and 3 interact, the value is 3,000. 3,000. If buyer 1 and buyer 2 interact, value remains 0.
Buyer 1 and 2, 1 and 2 नहीं, 2 and 3.
हाँ, buyer के seller के, for example, here is a seller.
अच्छा, सॉरी, हाँ, buyer 1 and buyer 2, that is player 2 and player 3, तो 0 0.
है ना? And if all 3 interact, okay, then value is 3,000.
Correct.
अच्छा, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, just one more thing. So if we have, let's say, another seller whose value is 1,000, so V14 would be 3,000, right?
Yes, yes. So we have got, for example, we say there are buyer seller 1, 1,000, seller 2, 2,000, buyer 1, 2,800, buyer 2 is 3,000. So we make V1 is equal to 1,000, V2 is equal to 2,000, V3 is equal to V4 is equal to 0. Now V1 and 2 is equal to 0 because they both are sellers. V13 is equal to 2,800.
Yes.
V14 is equal to 3,000. V23 is equal to 2,800. V24 is equal to 3,000. Now we come to 1, 2, 3. So V1, 2, 3, which is there. Now he is offering for 1,000. He is offering for 2,000. 3 will purchase. So in this, okay, they either will give a value, or we can assume that he will purchase from here. The value is 2,800. Okay. Third player is purchasing. Value of 1, 2, 4 is 3,000, for example. Value of 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4 is 3,000. And value of 1, 3, 4 is equal to 3,000. And value of 1, 2, 3, 4 is equal to, for example, 3,000. Okay. Is that okay?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, this was one question which we had discussed, okay, on the concept. I think it is from week 10. And elaborately, we had discussed, okay, how to find the answers for this kind of questions. So this is a weighted majority question. So these are the votes. So these are the parties, A, B, C, D. This is the vote, okay, which they have to attain. If they attain this vote, then they win and the value becomes 1. And we have to find the Shapley values for all the players. Shapley value is nothing in this case. It is the number of times that player has become, pivotal. Pivotal means that after that, okay, it does not matter. So see, in this case, it is very easy. The vote is 61. The first pair is 61, 19, 20, 20. Now, number of combinations by these players they can interact or they can vote is 4 factorial, that 24 ways. That either, for example, I say A, B, C, D. So they can come like this, voting A, B, D, C, A, C, B, D, A, C, D, B, A, D, B, C, A, D, C, B, and rest okay, for B also, C also, D also. So in this question, what they check, for example, this player 1 is there, A. So if he comes and he votes 61 and he wins again, so in all the scenarios, he's pivotal. Okay, so all 6 times okay, he is winning. Now you check for others also. If A comes at the second place, he is at second place, and here either B has come, C has come, or D has come, again he is a pivotal because the maximum okay, what you can get is 40. Oh, sorry, 20.
Hmm.
So again 61. So in all the scenarios, he is pivotal number of 6 times. Similarly, when you put him at third position, maximum can be 20 plus 20.
Correct.
So again, he is pivotal.
Hmm.
So all 6 times. And the last is that if he is at last place, now again it is 20, 20, 19, which is less than 61. So again, he is pivotal. So he
Yes.
is pivotal in all the ways.
24.
Now, yes, 24. Now the hint is like this, that any player whose value is the same as the vote winning, then he is pivotal in all the scenarios. That all times 24 by 24 means he is pivotal 1. And he is known as a dictator. He can decide at what place he will vote. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll request everyone to understand this concept. Just go through the week 10 revision. I explained in detail like, how we calculate this. This question is directly from the quiz 2. Now we have solved that question. So
हाँ ये दोबारा करेंगे एक बार.
last time. Okay. This question?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. This question will do again. Okay. So this is a question that there are two political parties. They can spend any time up to 2 hours, from 0 to 2 hours in a continuous value, and their payoff is given by this. Okay, so we can understand like this. This is player 2, this is player 1. He can select from 0 to 2 in continuous values. He also can select from 0 to 2 in continuous values. Now to understand this equation, we take an example of 0, 0, that both are having 0, 0. So V1 0, 0 will become 0 minus 0 plus 0 minus 0 is 0. So here both at 0, 0 they get 0, 0. Take an example 1, 2 for example, just to explain. So here V1, 1, 2 will become A1, 1 minus 2 into 2, 4 plus AIAJ 2 minus AI square is 1. 1 minus 1. So this becomes minus 2 for 1. For 2, V2, 1, 2, for example, if I take, this will become 2 minus 2 plus 2 minus 4. This also becomes minus 2. So this is just an example that how the values will come. But this is a continuous one. So here we don't have the discrete ones. Now, the first question. Same question. Quiz wala. So hopefully he will not ask this. So the first part of the question is that if player 1 chooses 1.5, what is the best response of player 2? So see, if the best response is X, for example, then V2 1.5X is equal to, in this case, will be X minus 2 into 1.53 plus 1.5X minus X square. Is that okay? As per the formula?
Yes. Yes.
Now, the two player, what he will try to do, he will try to maximize his okay with respect to X okay, to get the best result. So he will do delta V2 by delta X. So this will become plus 1.5 X minus 2X
Equal to 0.
1.5 होगा, X नहीं होगा.
This we do to 0. So X will get okay, 2.5 divided by 2.
Yes, so it is
So
1.2.
we will choose 1.2. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Now the second part is,
मैंने शायद यहीं पे गलती कर दी. मैंने कंटिन्यूअस नहीं देखा. मैं बैठ के 0
I
0 0
also did the same. I can't tell you.
बहुत बड़ा कैलकुलेशन आया था, 4 4 5 5 डेसिमल का.
Now the second is how much negative campaign each player will under a symmetric and unique. ये second part है इस question का. So for a symmetric and unique Nash equilibrium, for example, the values क्या the pay of 1 is A1 A2 V1 is equal to A1 minus 2 A2 plus A1 A2 minus था या plus था यहाँ पर?
I think minus था.
Minus था. Okay. And this is A1 square.
A1
So now he will try to maximize with respect to A1. So
Yes.
he will get 1 minus 0 plus A2 minus 2A1 is equal to 0. Therefore, A1 is equal to 1 plus A2 by 2.
Yes.
Similarly, number 2 will also try to maximize his. So from there we will get A2 is equal to 1 plus A1 by 2. Now put this here, the same value. So we will get A1 is equal to 1 plus A1 by 2 divided by 2. This will become 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus A1 divided by 4 is equal to A1. Is that okay?
हम्म
अरे
Therefore,
वो A2 का A2 गलत नहीं हो गया?
कौन सा
del V3 del A2 अगर करते हैं
हाँ हाँ
सेम ही आंसर आएगा भाई
तो
ये आएगा
सेम
ना.
आएगा इट्स एब्सोल्युटली सिमेट्रिकल
यहाँ पर हो जाएगा. देखो V2 जो हो जाएगा, V2 will become A2 minus 2A1 plus A1 A2 minus A2 square.
सेम ही आना
है
चाहिए.
ना? So यहाँ से आ जाएगा 3A1 is equal to 3. Therefore A1 is equal to 3. Now you put here.
A1 is equal to 1 1 A1 is equal to 1
Sorry, yes. और यहाँ पे आ जाएगा A2 यहाँ से 1 plus 1 is equal to.
ये भी 1.
So यहाँ पे 1 1 is your Nash equilibrium. Okay, and then था कि what will be the इनका benefit? V1 1 1 is equal to 1 minus 2 plus 1 minus 1. Okay, A1 minus 2 A2, A1 A2 minus A1 square.
yes
यहाँ पे is equal to minus 1. So your equilibrium payoff is minus 1 and minus 1. So this is your Nash equilibrium. Whatever they do, they will reach here. Minus 1, minus 1. Sorry, 1 1 they will reach, and the payoff will be minus 1 and minus 1. This is the NE. Now,
Okay.
now the next question was,
यार कितना इजी था, मैंने क्या ही बर्बाद किया आधा घंटा इस पे.
हाँ, now ये था. Okay. Next question. That this game is repeated infinitely. Both the parties, they sign a binding agreement that they will have A1 is equal to A2 is equal to 0. What should be the level of campaign a player should choose if he wants to deviate from this agreement to get the payoff of 1 by 4? So देखिए, इसने मान लीजिए x कर लिया और इसका तो 0 है. So this will become x minus 0 plus 0 minus x square. Payoff. Is that okay?
ऐसे x 0
So
क्यों किया हमने?
V1 x 0 is equal to
0 ना they have written na A1 is equal to
ये है
A2 is equal to
2
0.
AJ
So A2 is playing 0
2 AJ A1 plus 2 A2 minus A1 A2 plus
नहीं I mean V1 of x 0 क्यों कर रहे हो? This is assuming player 1 is winning.
yes, somebody one person has to deviate so he's going to find out his
no. What he's saying that they were at 0 0, but now a player should choose if he wants to deviate to get a payoff of 1 by 4. 0 0 पे उसको 0 0 payoff था. Now this guy wants to deviate to x 0 to get a.
हाँ तो x0 is basically representing the first group deviating by some amount x, second staying constant, isn't it?
Yes.
हाँ तो next एक और केस होना चाहिए 0, x equal to 1 by 4 का, I guess.
वो भी same आएगा.
हाँ,
okay. So now in this case क्या the value will his payoff will become x minus 0 plus 0 minus x square is equal to 1 by 4. So x into 1 minus x is equal to 1 by 4. quadratic equation, if you will solve or straight away from here only, x will become 1 by 2. This is the only condition which means.
Half into half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now इसका मीनिंग क्या है? अब मीनिंग ये है कि इन्होंने डिसाइड किया कि हम 0-0 पे हम they have made an agreement, but one player he goes and he shifts to half, the second player remains at 0 and his payoff is 1 by 4. So what will happen now, that this player also will shift again.
Yes.
Is that okay? So he will also shift. Now they will keep on shifting unless they reach their any -1.
Yes.
ओके, सो वो जो डेल्टा की वैल्यू निकालते हैं, हम कैसे निकालते हैं? डेल्टा की वैल्यू निकालते हैं कि अगर वो डेविएट नहीं करते, इफ दे हैड नॉट डेविएटेड देन देयर पे ऑफ वाज 0.
Yes.
नाउ ही डेविएट्स नाउ, सो हिज पे ऑफ फर्स्ट पे ऑफ इज 1 by 4.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then at every stage now he reaches this -1.
Yes.
So in follow on, his always payoff will be minus delta square minus delta cube, like this.
Yes.
With every stage, because this value is -1, so he's getting discounted rate at every in every game.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yes. Yes.
जी.
Now to deviate this value 1 by 4 minus delta square minus delta cube should be greater than equal to 0. Then only he will deviate.
Yes.
Now we do this 1 by 4. इसको आप एक +1 कर लीजिए, एक -1 कर लीजिए. Minus delta square minus delta cube is greater than equal to 0. So this becomes 5 by 4 minus ये सारे प्लस यहाँ पर आ गए 1 plus delta square plus delta cube greater than equal to 0.
Yes. Yes.
और इसको ये हो जाएगा 5 by 4 minus 1 minus delta.
हाँ.
इसका फॉर्मूला है पूरा स्ट्रेट अवे.
Yes.
So
Yes.
इसको करेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा 5 minus 5 delta minus 4 greater than 0. तो ये तभी डेबिट करेगा तब ये ग्रेटर देन 0 है.
Yes.
तो ये हो जाएगा -5 डेल्टा इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू -1 और डेल्टा इज लेस देन इक्वल टू 1 by 5.
Yes.
सो अगर डिस्काउंट रेट ये है तो देन दे विल डेबिट. सो फ्रॉम हियर दैट आंसर.
अच्छा 1 by 5. yes. पहला वाला था,
है ना? हाँ. सो इसमें हमें यही देखना होता है, मतलब जो स्टेप्स हैं इसमें ज्यादा वो नहीं होके कि इसका प्रेजेंट पे ऑफ कितना है फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. सो इन दिस केस तो ये 0 था, लेकिन हो सकता है कुछ और भी वैल्यू हो सकती है किसी डिफरेंट क्वेश्चन में. एंड व्हेन ही डेविएट्स व्हाट इज इमीडिएट पे ऑफ कितना है. फॉर एग्जांपल इसमें 1 by 4 था, इट माइट बी 2, हिज प्रेजेंट पे ऑफ माइट बी 5. एंड देन डिस्काउंट एट एवरी स्टेट हिज डिस्काउंट विल स्टार्ट हैपनिंग नाउ. minus delta square minus delta cube. और यहाँ पे जो वैल्यू है, फॉर एग्जांपल इफ आई राइट x, this x is the any value. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll cover again कि अभी जो इसका present payoff है इसका 0 है. He knows that if he deviates he will get a payoff of 1 by 4. So he deviates, makes a 1 by 4. But now when as soon as he deviates, the other player also deviates. And finally they reach the any where -1 is there. So from now onwards his payoff will be this -1 which is there, which might be different in different question. Now his payoff will be -1 delta square -1 delta cube, like this. So these values which are there 0, they might change, and to deviate now this value has to be more than greater than equal to the present value.
Okay.
And we have to remember this formula. अगर आता भी नहीं है तो इसको कैलकुलेशन का बहुत ही इजी है कि फॉर एग्जांपल a is equal to 1 plus delta square ये है. So then we say a into delta will become delta plus delta square plus like this.
Yes.
A minus a delta will become 1. Therefore, A is equal to 1 over 1 minus delta. So straight away we can find out. Okay. वैसे ये याद रहेगा है ना?
Yes.
Okay. So यही था last है. So with this we have finished all the PIQs, and I think we have covered almost touched upon all the main concepts है. So can we call off for today, or if there is any question from anybody, Pranam?
Yeah, sir.
Yes.
So can we go back to the two seller and buyer question? Yeah.
See, two seller and Pranam hai kya? What is your question is first of all hypothetical, because your values of 1, 2, 3, 4, they might be different.
Yeah.
Okay. So if that kind of question will come, they will definitely will give the values.
No. My question is, when we are grouping two sellers, right? So you said they would be, the value of them grouping together would be 0.
I just give an example. Now that value might not be correct, okay? Because when the collations happen, we don't know how the collations they are playing. Okay. Whether the number one buyer is purchasing from the seller one. Okay.
Yeah.
Or the buyer 2 is purchasing from the seller 2. So when it is like, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, then definitely the value will be more than 3,000 plus 2,800. Okay.
And when, let's say one is buyer and 2 is also, V1, 2 and 1 is seller and 2 is also seller, then V1, 2 would be?
Then the V12, the value which is there, it will be the combined value of both. Okay? So he is having a watch of 1,000 rupees. The 2 is having a watch of 2,000 rupees. Then the value becomes 3,000.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Understood. I think previously just above, I think you wrote 0. That's what
Okay.
I was
That
confused.
might be human. That might be a human error.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
Yeah.
So, okay, thank you. That clears it.
Is there any question from the GAs? And I will request everyone just to go through the revision weeks, revision of all the weeks. They're available on YouTube. And in case of any doubt which is there, you just post on the WhatsApp or on the G Space. I will take time and I can solve all the questions. But I'll request everyone to go through the recordings of at least from week 9 to week 12. There are some very, very important concepts which are there, like dissolution, bankruptcy, auctions, and they have got a lot of applications in the real world also. So it is good for us to understand those concepts.
Thank you so much, sir. I can tell one thing, that there was a lot of dedication I saw in these, and very interactive. That was the best thing that I could say for the session, that it was very interactive and people were able to unmute and ask directly then and there. So thank you so much, sir, for your efforts, and hope that everybody enjoyed this session. If you have any doubts, you can reach out to sir. And do you people require the recording?
I guess Lalit sir would be sending it in the GT group itself. So yeah.
Is it? Okay. Then
Yes, okay. So by tomorrow afternoon or by tomorrow morning, I will post it on the YouTube channel also. It will be available. And plus, I will post the link to this revision document also.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Lalit sir. This was truly an honor for us to have you here. We'll end this here then.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a very nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.